Hello everyone, and we are Facebook Live. पौने 7 बजे हम आए Facebook Live पे और वो भी एक बढ़िया से कलाकार के साथ। नमस्कार, मैं हूँ डॉक्टर सुहानी मेंडोंसा and it's great to be back on Facebook Live, and I thank each and every one of you all for being here with us today. Today is the first episode of डॉक्टर सुहानी के संग आर्ट्स और कल्चर का संगम और आज हमारे साथ है today we have a fantastic youthful young 20-year-old Mohawk who is a rapper, a singer and a songwriter. So let's welcome him with a big round of applause. Welcome Mohawk, so great to have you.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here on your talk show.
Super Mohawk. So without much ado, if you give us permission, maybe start our talk.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to formally introduce Mohawk to all you lovely people. Mohawk is a songwriter, a singer, a rapper, and so sorry. Yeah. Mohawk is a songwriter, a singer, a rapper. He's all of 20 years old only. He believes in the power of music as the common denominator. I love that line of yours. His words serve to convey the truth as he sees it. And his music is filled with the raw emotions of reality. His keen interest in storytelling drives him to paint a vivid picture in your head with his words. That's brilliant, Mohawk. It's great, fantastic to see that about you. So, without much ado, tell us. I want all our viewers to know that Mohawk recently came out with his first single, and what a brilliant name he gave it. He gave the name Bombay Drive. So, what inspired you to write this Bombay Drive, this your first single? And if you could hum a few lines or quote a few lines, please, for us.
So basically, Bombay Drive came from it did not stem out of any idea as such. One day, my producer and my very good friend Nirvik, who has produced the track, he sent me the beat, and I just got done with work at home, and we were just into like 1 month of the lockdown, and I was just listening to it like while it was like sunset, and I was like, oh, I feel like going for a drive with my friends, and we all are sitting outside our houses as well as our own heads, and like we just want, but we want to go out, and it's so beautiful outside. Like it had started raining like those 2-3 days in Bombay, so we were just like, I was just like, okay, it looks so beautiful outside, but like go out, and I really like to go out, meet my friends, go and try stuff. So, hello.
इंटरनेट लैग हो रहा है.
Yes.
Hello.
ये खोल के रखता हूँ इसी में.
Mohawk, we can hear you. I think there's a bit of an internet lag. So Bombay Drive is Mohawk's first single which he cut out, and as you all heard it, he got inspired by it during the lockdown period. I think that was wonderful for him to actually come out with a song. And as he said, he likes to go for a drive with his friends. And of course, during the lockdown, it was a challenge for all of us to do that. So let's see what Mohawk has more in store for us. So till he joins us, I'm going to. Oops. Till Mohawk joins us, I'm going to um, read out a few of his, just a verse of his para of his song, and
Hello.
and we have him back. There's a bit of an internet lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Uh,
worries. Go on.
is it audible now? Like, am I audible? Is it clear?
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so where did you lose me?
No, so you were just telling us, how you like to go, for a drive with your friends during the rains. At that point in time, it was raining, and
Yeah.
of course during the lockdown. Yes.
Okay, so it had just started raining at that time, kind of, and I was like, just like, oh, it's so beautiful outside, but we still cannot go there. And I really like going on drives and stuff. So it was like, we had that, like, and I just like come from college, and we thought that, okay,
Right.
we'll go back maybe in a week or two, things will become fine, but they didn't. And like, all like, I just left, like, and I just came back, and as I like told you before, that we had a lot of Bombay for me was more like a place where I come for a break, as a holiday, as a vacation, and just a second. Yeah. So I'm very
Yeah.
sorry, my internet is a little laggy.
No, 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 don't worry. It's okay.
Yeah. So basically, like, I used to come to Bombay as a break from college, and it had become like, when I come back, like, I don't have any classes. I just come, I like meet my friends, I go on drives, and it's a very like different kind of thing for me. But like this time, I just came and I couldn't go out, and like, so the whole experience of the city for me was different. And yeah, and he when he sent me the beat, I was just like, okay, fine, like, what is happening, why can't I go out and stuff like that. So I resonated with the
Right.
sound, and I just like wrote whatever I was feeling at that time.
Feeling. Okay.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. That's superb. If you could hum a few lines, or if you just quote a few lines, it would be great for our viewers.
Okay, so I think so there's this line, I start off with that. सोता रहा
Right.
मैं हुआ दिन मैं जागा नहीं रात का राजा
Right.
ली अंगड़ाई पर कुछ ताज़ा नहीं सीली है
Right.
मैंने ये चादर अपने हाथों से जज्बातों से
Right.
कारीगर हूँ
Yeah.
लफ्ज़ों की ये फुलकारी है पर ख़त्म है मेरा
Okay.
धागा कहीं. So basically the whole
Wow.
concept about how, like, to run away from our problems, like, like the whole concept of driving also, like, or like whatever,
Yeah.
like, for like, you go out for a drive and you feel like, okay, you're getting frustrated or whatever, you just need to clear your head out. And as well as, like, so like, what is the alternative for that? At home you can't do anything, so like, if you're just frustrated, you go to sleep. Your mom will
Right.
be like, okay, why are you sleeping so much, this that. So like, start off with that. And like, how like I'm sleeping in my own like emotion that I have made it.
Right.
And like,
Right.
most of these problems are constructs of your own self that you make for yourself. If you don't want to
True.
look at it as a problem, you don't. So it's
True.
just that,
Very
like,
true.
it's all in our head. So
Yeah.
yeah, just, yeah, that's how I put it
That
across.
that's great. Tell me, Mohak, as a child, when you used to listen to music, okay,
Yeah.
or a song, would you be like a keen listener? Would you catch on the beat, or would the lyrics get your attention? Was it? Would it happen as a child for you?
So for me, music has been like a constant source of entertainment, and
Okay.
like basically something I cannot kind of do without, because I'm just always like listening to music or making music now. And
Right.
it's basically something, like, as you said, as a child, like, I used to watch a lot of Bollywood movies, and like,
Right.
staying in a place like Mumbai, you are
Hmm.
exposed to a lot of Bollywood, and all the
Absolutely.
tracks playing around everywhere, whether it is in the auto rickshaw or
Yeah.
like wherever you're going, there'll be some tune playing around.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Yeah, so obviously the tune and everything is what sticks in your head, but for
Right,
me, like if you like, my taste in music is varied, so it's not like I enjoy the lyrics or the beat. I also do like, I like a lot of Bollywood music too. I like a lot of hip hop. I like a lot of R&B and a lot of electronic music too, which does not have lyrics at all. So
right,
in terms of that, I feel that more than anything else, it is the emotion that the song brings out, like not the lyrics,
right,
not the beat. And
right.
it's not just the lyrics, it is also the sound, it is also the vibe of the whole song that creates
Absolutely.
to and generates a kind of feeling in the listeners. This thing, it might be for like, and it's very subjective, like a lot of people just don't like some type of music and it's their own opinion, but I feel like every
Right.
thing
Yes.
has a certain vibe to it and a certain reason to why it was made, and it does
Right.
something to you. And if it like emotionally moves you, or you, it makes you do want to do
Right.
something, or makes you feel something, it is a good song or it is good music.
Right. Yeah. Mohak, we've got a whole lot of people saying hello to you. So, if you don't mind, I'm just going to quickly take their names right from Prachi Vartak to Nina Mahesh Parekh to Sneha to Sahin Moon. Sahin Moon is a singer and he's from Bangladesh. She's also saying, hello, Sahin
Oh,
Moon. So sweet of you to join us. And yeah, a whole lot of people. And he's saying hello to you. Hello, Mohak, sir. He's saying, how sweet. So a whole lot of people are quite happy to be watching you, Mohawk, out here. And so that brings me to ask you, tell me, did you ever take any kind of formal training for music, or this was something which was just, it came from within you?
no, I really haven't. I no basic guitar. I've learned it off the internet, and I took a basic
Right,
course in college. But yeah, just
right.
very basics of it. Otherwise, I've just learned by listening to music. That's it.
Oh wow, that's amazing. That's awesome. So you're really like it's come from within. You're talented. God has blessed you. That's fantastic. Hello, Kadambari. Kadambari has joined us too. Mohawk, you rock. That's what Kadambari Murgai says.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so tell me, Mohawk, post your single. What are your plans? Do you want to cut an album soon?
So I'm still trying to find my sound in terms of, like, if you listen to Bombay Drive, it is a very introspective song. It gives kind of
Okay.
a contemplative vibe to it. That's the whole
Mm-hmm.
scenario that it's built around. So yeah, and I feel that I want to make a kind of like a niche for me in which I am not replicating any other artist, but I am trying to give a holistic and a wholesome approach to
Right.
whatever product I put out.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's not just about, like how I said, it's not just about the sound, it's also about like what it makes you feel, or what type of
Yes.
feeling it brings out in you.
Yes, yes. I love the way you said it's not about how many heads you touch, it's how many hearts you touch. And that truly touched me. That was amazing. That was really, really
Yes.
brilliant what you said. Because I think that connect, I think, is very, very important.
Yes.
That's fantastic, Mohak. So, I know each artist has their own style,
Okay.
of their own music. So tell us, what is Mohawk style, your unique style? We want to know more about it.
My unique style in terms of what I write would be,
Mm,
I try to not filter anything that I write, because how, like I told you before, that it's not
right,
about how many heads you touch, how many hearts you touch. That is because the more honest you are about your product, and the more raw emotion you put into it, or just like, even if it's an observation, the more transparency you show, you have
mhm,
more scope to resonate with more people, because at the end of the
correct.
day, we're all humans, and what connects us
Yes,
is like our humanity and our feelings. And what that,
True.
like that is what binds us. So that is what I try to put out in my songs, so that a lot of
Right.
people do resonate with me. And I
Right.
know that like that is what will create a long term impression in people's minds,
Right.
because
Right.
that is what people will actually relate to in terms of a song that is
True.
maybe okay, really nice or really
Right.
cool and edgy, but it does not have any much more personal value to it, and the person really does not resonate with it that much personally.
Right. Right. Okay. That's really great, Mohawk, to know your uniqueness. Uh, it's awesome. Tell me something. Uh, has your family been supportive of you? You know, especially the rapping, the music that you do. What is have they been supportive of you?
Yeah, they always have been supportive, and
Okay.
yeah, there's nothing like that. Like even the things I write about and all, like if I am writing something political sometimes or whatever, they'll be like, okay, why are you
Okay.
doing this? But they won't do it because like they are against my views or whatever. They'll be like, okay, like this might be unsafe for you. But
Yeah.
yeah, otherwise they are very supportive of it. Like how you said, like there's so many
Right.
people on the live and all. They are the ones who have invited all of them and all. So like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
grateful for that.
Okay, that's really nice. That's great because I think family is always our foundation, and with their support, everything is possible. So,
Hmm.
so tell me, who is your inspiration?
My inspiration in terms of music, I told you, I have a varied taste in music. Like I listen to all genres, like whatever I like, I just like it. So
Right.
to start with, what got me into music would be like Linkin Park, Coldplay, and maybe Ed Sheeran. That is because of whom I started kind of playing the guitar and all.
Uh,
But
yeah.
now, even though I wouldn't like to listen to the music on the daily, like I have
Right.
kind of shifted because of my preferences have shifted. But now what inspires me to make music will be artists like Mac Miller or J. Cole
Okay.
and Kendrick Lamar, because I feel they have that unique style. When it comes to like artists like Mac Miller, he has that unique style in which he sings and raps together, and he tries to do that melodic rap without about stuff that is actually serious and meaningful. So that, and from J. Cole, what I learned is to always like portray a story and give a really good narrative in the things you are trying to in your song or whatever. So I always try to portray a picture. It's more like I'm trying to convey a story or a message through every song.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. It's really nice. Mohawk. I think all of us have certain heroes in our life. And in whatever genre of work that we're doing, or whether it's related to our work, within whichever industry we are. So it's great to know who your inspiration is. That's awesome. Tell us, Mohawk. Your presence on social media. Can you tell us a little more about it? I know your presence on
Okay.
Instagram. That's
Okay.
underscore Mohawk, and your Mohawk is spelled as Mohawk, right?
Yeah.
But is there any other presence on social media besides that?
So basically, in terms of the music I put out, or as an artist, I am most active on Instagram or
Right.
at my handle, like you said. But apart
Okay.
from that, we have this collective called Refute and Dispute,
Oh,
which,
that's nice. Very interesting name, I must
yeah.
say. Refute and
So
dispute.
yeah, so basically, it is a collective
Yeah.
of all types of artists, and we basically help each other out. Like I told you, like during the lockdown, like I have come out with a song.
Right.
So the like my producer, who is my friend, like he is also part of the collective, and
Right.
mm, another. So it's more of like we all are like really close friends too, but we help us out like in terms of critiquing each other's product, in terms of giving inputs, in terms of like if there's a producer who's made a beat and he wants someone to do something on it, so he will, like, we keep on having collaborations, and I feel like that is the way to go up in today's world. So yeah, that's it. And that way we also tap into each other's audiences. And yeah, so that's so.
So that's something wonderful what you said. I always see the youth always being ahead of their time. We always say that in any industry, we always say collaboration is the way forward, and you guys are already doing it, and it's so brilliant because once you get collaborative with each other, you can do so much more. And as you said, that you tap into each other's audiences too, which is wonderful. I think which is what any artist would be so more so looking for. So tell me, what is the other genre of music that you really enjoy listening to?
Like I told you, I listen to all genres of music.
Yeah,
I
but something
like
which is like so supposing the day you are extremely exhausted, what is the kind of music you'd like to listen to pep you up?
hip hop. Yeah, but I also
Okay.
really like rock music. Like I listen to
Okay.
like a lot of classics, and
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I love listening to bands like Pink Floyd. Yeah,
Lovely.
and
Okay.
yeah, so like for example, it's raining right now, so I would love to listen to some classic rock. And
Uh,
I also listen to electronic music. Like I listen to a lot of
oh,
techno.
EDM. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
yeah, that's like I told you, I just
Yeah.
don't have a boundary when
Yeah.
it comes to music. Like you have something to learn
Yeah.
from every genre or every style you listen to, and yeah, that's what I like about music.
That's brilliant. We've got a whole lot of people uh, uh, wishing you and a whole lot of messages for you. Mohak, I'm going to read them out. uh, of
Okay.
course, Ashwini Kukreja is saying, smile more, Mohak. That's not allowed, Ashwini. That's not allowed. Sorry.
Yeah, he came into the
Kadam,
room also, and he was like, "Why aren't you smiling? Why aren't you smiling?" I was like, "Go."
yeah. We have Kadambri Murkai who says, Mohawk, you rock. We have Preeti Singh Roy who says, you look nice when you smile. And Mohawk, Kavita Kukreja also says, Mohawk, you rock. Keep it up. Bhavna Kukreja says, I love you, son. Brinda Khattar says, beautiful thought. Uh, always proud of you, mom. How sweet. It's so nice to see all of them are on the show. They are watching you. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so many different genres of music and so much is happening in the industry itself. I really wanted to ask you this, because you were just a 20-year-old, uh,
Yeah.
the entire process of making music, of making it in a studio, it's completely changed, right? It's like
Yeah.
what it was in the olden days was a lot of hard work, and now
Hmm.
things have become so much more easier. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, in those days also, they used to make some wonderful music, but like, I mean, it used to be really like the entire orchestra used to sit together, and then
Hmm.
they used to call the singer, and now it's become so. What do you think of that? I mean,
So, in terms of technology, obviously, we're just going ahead every day. So, I'm glad, like I told you, like this track, whatever I made, is my first single. And even though I've been
right,
like writing and like singing and stuff since a long time, but
right,
like this was the time where I was actually with myself and I had that time and I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, fine, let's try music. And I actually did it. Like I had the time to do it and I got in touch with the right people at the right time. So it's what happened.
right,
But if it wasn't for the technology and for the development that has happened till now,
correct,
that would have
right,
never happened. And apart from
right,
that, how you asked me about social media and like tapping into each other's audience and stuff, like
right,
at
right.
that time everything was much more organic. But in terms of like if you had the resources, then you like were good to go. But
Right.
because of that, so many people who had talent itself, just because they did not have the resources, wouldn't be able to put it out there. But today,
Right.
like everyone has that platform, and has like the resources are so easily available for them to create
Yes.
whatever music
Yes.
they want to, or to put it out there, or to market it, or so it just become much more like, it's just much more easier. But like,
Easier. Yes.
it's gotten so close to everyone, and that is the reason
Yes.
why you see it becoming so much better and inclusive of everyone as a culture.
Yeah. That's great.
So
I
yeah.
think, yeah, that's wonderfully, very, very, very well said, Mohak.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
And even in
after,
terms of the bands, like I said, Pink Floyd, and like Queen, how you see in Bohemian Rhapsody also, how they used to, like, it wasn't like just an orchestra, but like it's not like they did not have the resources to do it. Like how like they used to do the layering of their vocals, or if you listen to a lot of Pink Floyd songs, you see that kind of vibe that is generated, which cannot be done just with raw instruments. But it's just that they had that for them, and like they had the resources to do it. I mean, if I'm pretty sure if there were other bands or like other individuals who had those resources, or who had that kind of money and stuff at that time, or fame, they would also be making very, very good music, which would have become iconic till now. So it's a mix of a lot of things. And like right
things, yeah.
now, like it's just that everyone has those resources, and everyone is come closer to it,
Right.
and which is great because it gives everyone an equal chance to do all of this.
Right. Absolutely. Very, very well put, Mohak. Must say that. I'd really, there are a few people who I'd like to thank today. First of all, I'd like to thank my Tete Suvi's team. I'd like to thank my digital growth partner, Yogesh MA, that's Yogesh Ma, brand new here. I'd like to thank Dialogue 21, Prachi Bagevarta, who's has been so ever supportive. And I'd like to thank Shailendra ji and Niket too. Uh, uh, Before we end this talk, a quick thing which I'm going to do just to make it more lively and fun, if you don't mind. I'm just going to say one word to you. Whatever is the first thought that comes into your head, please share with us. It could be in one word or in one sentence. Okay, yeah. So if I say to you, freedom.
Fun.
Okay, that's nice. If I say hard rock music.
I don't know. Hard rock music, like anger.
Or rock music. Okay, anger. Okay.
Yeah.
If I say Mohawk.
Myself.
Yeah. And Bombay Drive.
It's a feeling.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I really like that. You're somebody who really wants to connect from here, from the heart. It's beautiful to see somebody as young as you being like that. Mohak, before we come towards the end of the show, so this is my very first episode, and I'm so happy and I'm so elated that I could have the 20-year-old rapper, singer, songwriter Mohak on my show. But
It's
we
my
have one
pleasure.
thing which we would like to give out to lovely audiences. So we are going to give out certain prizes. So we would like you to ask them a question. Okay, anything related to the talk we've had. So, or
Okay.
is it okay if I ask on your behalf? Is it okay if I ask on your behalf?
Yeah, sure. Up to you.
Okay. So the question for you, lovely people out there, is: you've heard our entire conversation. Do tell us. There are two questions for you. The first question is: what is the name of our great singer Mohawk's single, the first single that which he has come out with? Please do let me know. Type it in the chat bar. And if you're watching us, do type it now. Whoever types it first, my team is watching. We will send you a lovely green tea hamper, and I need to thank only one person for it, and that's Thomas Duncan, who makes the most amazing green tea, which is produced by them, their organization. And they're very, very particular about it. So that's the gift that we are going to give away to you all. So that's the question one. Okay, somebody's already answered. Kadambari Murgai, Bombay Drive. Okay, wow. Kadambari, you get green tea. Please do give us a little time. Okay, Bhavna Kukreja has also answered. But I'm sorry, Kadambari is first. She takes it. Raminder Kaur is also answered Bombay Drive. Okay. Nikhil Khattar is also answered Bombay Drive. That's great. So everybody was listening. That's good. Okay. The second question, my second question to you is that if you all would have listened to me carefully, but of course now, if you want, you all can go and search it also. What is Mohawk's Instagram handle? How does he write it? What is the name of it? Does he write it by his name, Mohak, as in Mohak, or what it is? I had spelled it out and I had said it out. So if you are connected to Mohak on Instagram, you guys will know it immediately. Let's see how many people can answer that. Mohak is having a hearty laugh. You guys must visit his Instagram handle and you must see all the wonderful things that he's up to. He's got a brilliant voice.
Thank you so much.
He sings really well. I really wanted to. Oh wow! You have missed out something out there. Bhavna Kukreja, you're right. It is right, but before Mohawk, there is something. You are absolutely right. You spelled it correctly. It is correct. Yes, it is right. But before Mohawk, there is something. Can anybody tell me? Okay, we shall give you time. Please think of it. We are yet seeing comments, and our team is yet watching it very, very closely. Let's see if you guys get it. It's very simple. Before the word Mohawk, he's put something out there. Okay, they're trying to figure it out. Okay, so Mohawk, I really, really would like to thank you. It has been a great pleasure talking to you,
It's been my pleasure too.
Getting an insight to know. You shared so much about the kind of music that you do, and I love the fact that the way you said it's not about the number of heads you touch; it's about the number of hearts you touch, which I think is really, really brilliant.
Yes.
And she has got it. Underscore Mohawk. Okay, so you win it. We've got 2 winners today. That's great. That's great to know. So I hope my team has taken down the name. Bombay Drive was the first person to answer Bombay Drivers. Kadambari Murgai. I better take down the names because we don't want any. Kadambari Murgai. Mohak, do you know Kadambari Murgai personally?
Yeah, she's my aunt.
Okay, great, Mohak. Then please do send us her connect so that we can send her the green tea that we have got very kindly from Thomas Duncan.
Yeah, for sure.
And Bhavna Kukreja is the winner for the second question. Brilliant, Bhavna. A big round of applause for both of you. So we shall get your connect from Mohawk and we shall send you your, but please do give us time, okay, because it's going to take a little time for it to come by and we shall definitely send it across to you. It's been great chatting with you once again, Mohawk. And before we go, I'd like to sing one line of a song for you to thank you for coming today. So if I have your permission, may I? Yes,
Yeah.
I'm going to say, Chalte, chalte. If you'd like to join, please join me. मेरे ये गीत याद रखना कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना. जी हाँ, हम अलविदा नहीं कह रहे हैं. We're just saying they're going to be back
Yes,
again
yes.
next week
So if
with
I knew the
another
lyrics, I would have joined you. Yeah.
with another amazing artist. Now, thank you very much for joining us on Dr. Suhani Mendonca Ke Sang, Arts or Culture Ka Sangam. See
Yes.
you next Thursday at 6:45 p.m. Before we go, I'd like to thank each and every viewer of us who's been supporting us for each and every talk show of mine. And as I always say before I go, stay safe and be positive. Thank you once again, and God bless all of you. Thank you, Mohak, and we wish you all the very best for a fantastic future, successful future. And I know you've come out with a single, but we are now awaiting for your album. So,
Thank you
all
so
the very
much.
best, and God bless. See you. Bye bye.